Our next guest has walked more than 4,000 miles cross country, including more than 400 just right here in Nebraska. She's written a book about her adventures called Putting a Face on America. Author Lyn Hanush joins us right now. Welcome to Omaha Living.
Well, thank you. It's good to be here.
Now, how'd you get this idea?
Well, it was a dream of 50 years before I started it, actually. I was 11 years old when I wanted to go across America, at that time bicycling. And then later I took up walking after I turned 40. And the dream began to come back again, and I realized that, yes, I can do this.
And were people saying to you, are you out of your mind, Lyn? And you were like, but you were like, what's the big deal? It's just walking. I can do this. That's
pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had already walked from Mexico to Canada up the coast, so it was, you know, not a big thing.
This was like, oh, across America. Yeah, she could do this. Now tell us where you started.
We started at the Canada Peace Arch between Canada and the United States in Blaine, Washington. And we walked all the way to Key West, Florida. That's a distance of 4,026.5 miles and 15 states.
Oh, and who was with you?
Another grandmother was with me the whole way. Her name was Joni.
Yeah.
And my granddaughter, Samantha, was with us for 8.5 months.
Wow.
And 2 dogs with us.
Is that right? You know, I believe we've got some pictures, and I want everybody to take a look at these. This will be good. So you start, okay, where are you at right here?
Okay, this is in Montana, in the Crow Indian Reservation. One of our favorite spots, by the way.
Why is that? Why is it one of your favorite spots?
We had incredible things happen there. We had people tell us before we went there, don't go. It's not safe, and we prayed about it and felt like God was saying go.
You need to get there.
Yes,
okay.
And people on the Crow Indian Reservation came out to find us and ask us to pray specifically for them.
Is that
so that was
wonderful.
A blessing. We also got to speak at a Crow Indian school and encourage the kids that didn't want to be in school, and their parents really thanked us after that.
Well, it was a blessing that you went there. It was a calling. Is this your family?
No, this is a group of people. Actually, their last name is Presley, and they had read about us in the newspaper. This was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and they had read about us in the newspaper, and they came out and they said, we want to take a picture with you. So they got a picture with us.
And is this woman the other grandmother that you were walking with?
That's correct. That's Joni.
That's Joni. Okay.
A very special lady.
Okay. Oh, here's
this is our route. And you can see we walked that whole distance. We took a little side trip up there. Everybody always asks about that section that goes up, and that was to make sure we got into Kentucky. 9 miles of Kentucky.
Oh, right here?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason we did that was because my ancestry is from Kentucky, and I had never been in Kentucky before.
Now, my question is, when you went through Montana, you went through Wyoming, the mountains, the streams, the rivers, how'd you navigate all that?
Well, we went through the Rockies at Stemple Pass, which is a relatively low area. It's 6,000, a little over 6,000 feet.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty incredible section. It was very hot when we went there, so the heat really made it a little more difficult.
Now, in your book, do you have all of these stories?
Yes, well, most of them.
Okay. And it tells all about how you went across America and the people you've met, the things you've done. Where are some places you could get your book?
You can get it at Borders on Dodge Street here in Omaha, and also at Divine Truth Christian Store on 83rd Street, and at the Parables on Chicago Circle.
And you have another walk coming up.
Yes, we do.
Tell me about it.
Starting in March of 2008, we're going to walk from Florida to Maine, continuing our prayers for the nation during the election year.
That is wonderful. So the whole idea of the walk is to have prayer for the nation, to spread the good news. That's wonderful. Lyn, we really appreciate you coming, and come back after your next walk.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next guest has